Hey YouTube, it's Lisa, and I guess I'm going to call this 13 DPO. And I am having pretty much the same symptoms, except I feel like my nausea is subsiding, and that has me a little worried. The weird thing is, I never had nausea this early before, so I don't know, give or take, but I'm definitely feeling less optimistic. The other symptom I have right now is I have a lot of low back pain, and that's also a 50-50 because I had some low back pain with my third son, and I also had low back pain with all of my miscarriages. So, yeah, I'm feeling a little bit freaked out, but I guess that I need to say, okay, first of all, I know for some of you it's freakishly weird that I get pregnant all the time, and I think that's one of the reasons that I've kind of learned to deal with it. I am telling you, I did a video on it, but I have been doing more and more research. There are a few women who have what's called super fertility, and their bodies cannot differentiate between a good egg and a bad egg, and literally implants everything. That is me. I am not kidding. I have never ever had unprotected sex and not gotten pregnant. Never. And so, I mean, I've had sex with my husband when technically I shouldn't be even ovulating and gotten pregnant. I'm sure I told you that in one of my other videos that my fourth son, I got pregnant. My third son was born with a heart condition, so he was in cardiac intensive care for several weeks, and I didn't have my period, advanced maternal age, and I was nursing. I was pumping still, and we got home from the hospital. We celebrated having our baby off of oxygen for the first time, and we had a bottle of wine. I got pregnant. I got pregnant. I didn't even have my period, and I got pregnant. So okay, so you're thinking if you've been trying to get pregnant forever, you're thinking that's not a problem. However, it is a problem because I get pregnant even if it's not a good egg, and I think most people's body would kick that back, but not mine. I literally implant everything, which makes it really difficult because I am constantly, because I have to do a miscarriage pretty much every time it's not a good egg, instead of maybe taking 7 months to get pregnant. And I got really lucky with my first four. I did have a miscarriage in between. I guess I kind of call that a chemical pregnancy. I've kind of called all of these last ones chemical pregnancies. I don't really call them miscarriages. But anyway, needless to say, I'm feeling a little freaked out right now, and I'm just trying to make sense of and just kind of prepare myself if something were to go wrong, because the fact that my nausea has subsided has me worried, and the low back pain has me worried. So I will keep you posted, and fingers crossed. But in the meantime, I was going to just address one of the questions I saw that I didn't answer because I am home alone with my kids, and I'm really trying to figure out a better way to have a better time, because I always like to give everything a lot of thought, because we're all in this together, and I don't want to just scribble down something. So I always try to be thoughtful, but then sometimes my thoughtfulness overcomes me, and I end up not answering at all because I'm really thinking about it, and then I'll answer 2 months later. But one of the questions I saw was, do I plan to do anything different in the first trimester? And that, I would say no, other than the fact that I'm planning to not make a ton of lifestyle changes. I'm actually doing really well health-wise right now as far as my eating. I'm not dieting, I'm not doing anything like that, and I'm not drinking any diet soda, no caffeine, and I don't really think I need to make any changes right now. But probably the opposite of that is with when I very first started about a year and a half ago, when I very first started kind of on this little binge of miscarriages, I made I made changes when the doctor told me to like take it easy. I did. I stopped working out. I did, and I really like in the back of my mind, I knew that the pregnancy wasn't going to make it, but I still did all those things, and I don't know if I would change it, but I have some regrets about making changes because I feel like it was a little bit of a downward spiral for my health, and that I really need to keep my health up, especially if I am going to continue enduring like trying to get pregnant and everything. So yeah, I don't think I'm making any changes, but other than I don't plan to stop working out and I don't plan to stop like walking the dog and doing things. I mean, unless I did see that I had a healthy pregnancy and there was a problem that could be prevented from bed rest, I would certainly do that, but I do not plan to make a huge amount of lifestyle changes. And I think over the course of a year and a half, I've made a ton of lifestyle changes. And my biggest one's probably giving up diet soda, but I didn't give it up completely until very recently, so I'm kind of still iffy on if I've got the 90 days in. And at least as far as making total changes, not just diet soda, but some of the dieting I was doing that really wasn't healthy. So I hope that answers your question. I don't really, yeah, I kind of think it's a two-sided question. Yes, I'm going to make some changes, but no, I'm not going to make some changes, but the changes I'm going to make are not making changes. So there. I am going to do another video about like a kind of a little advanced maternal age hopeful video, and I guess that's it. So I guess 13 DPO, feeling a little more worried because of the back pain and a little bit of the loss of nausea. So I guess I ranted a little bit, and I will, oh, and this has nothing to do with anything, but looking back at videos actually can really teach you a lot, and what I have learned is I really like this color. Apparently, I have about 20 shirts in this same kind of periwinkle blue, and that's really weird because I don't think I like that color, and I don't even think it looks good on me. So, okay, so that's kind of my funny thought for the day. I just was looking, like when I was like doing the little editing thing, which I don't really edit, but I just was looking at like the video thing to kind of see where I had left off, and I was like, holy cow, I have like 30 of those shirts. So anyway, I love you, YouTube, and I will be keeping you posted, and I am going to try to do a quick video on my friend Linda right now, so stay tuned. Love you guys.